So there's no doubt that we are living in different times. We're living in unprecedented times. Something is off my screen here. Hold on a sec, there we go. So we're, yes, you know, just listening to some of the discussions and some reflections on everybody's lives and how they are being affected. There's no doubt we are living in very different times, and in a way, I was reading something yesterday, and this put it in perspective for me. I believe that we are living in historical times. What we are doing right now is taking part in history. But when people look back, you know, someone was kind of joking about it and saying that when they were in World War I and World War II, they didn't know then that they were making history, right, at the beginning of all of that. And I really feel like this is an accumulation of many events, and it's all just come to one. It's a confluence of events that has come together at one time and has produced the world that we're living in right now. And I really do believe that this is our chance to shape history moving forward. I know you can't take history forward, but you know what I mean. We are creating our history now, and everything that we do now in these everything we've done in the last 2 or 3 months, and everything that we do now in the months ahead is going to shape what we and the generations below us will look back on as history. This is truly an historical time. And so I think that in a way, it's a privilege that we're in this time, that we're able to contribute in whatever ways we have with our own learning and experience and perspectives on life and the various blessings that we have. This is our chance to contribute to how history unfolds over the next few months, at the same time as having to adapt to what the world is presenting to us, things that we cannot change. So this is where our mindfulness really comes into play, to be able to create a sense of inner peace, no matter what is going on around us. So I wanted to read a little excerpt here from the Dalai Lama, possibly one of the world's greatest symbols or well-known symbols of peace in terms of a peaceful person. So if you like, you can sit comfortably and close your eyes and just take a moment to come into this space, to be in the present moment. Because our lives are unfolding in the present moment, not in the past of what has happened, and not in the future of what may not happen, but rather what is happening right now. So sit well, sit comfortably, nice long spine. And close your eyes. Just settle into the present moment, and whatever the present moment reveals to you. There may be any form of physical sensation in the body, any form of mental clutter, any form of emotional awareness of emotions, whatever is there, whatever state of being you are in right now, observe that. Become aware of that without judgment, just noticing. I'm beginning to sense the awareness of what the word peace means to you in your world and in the world around you. And where might you feel peace? In the body, perhaps there might be a physical connection to where you feel peace. There might be a mental connection, words or thoughts that appear that paint the picture for you of what peace is. And this little meditation from His Holiness the Dalai Lama. One thing is certain. If we are not kind to ourselves, we cannot be kind to others. In order to love others and be tender, in order to wish them happiness and freedom from suffering, we must first have these feelings for ourselves. Then we will be able to understand that other people have the same aspirations as we do, and love and compassion can become possible. If we do nothing to change this attitude, we have little chance of finding inner peace and joy. We will waste our life, and that is stupid. Perhaps I should not say these things, but this is the truth. There cannot be peace externally until there is peace internally. So find a place in your body that you would associate with peace. And as you breathe, breathe slowly, begin to deepen the breath. So you're breathing in and out of the nose, and you're expanding the breath into that place where you would like to hold peace. So you're just taking your awareness to that place in the body where you would like peace to be. And as you breathe with the awareness of a peaceful place inside. A peaceful life is priceless. A peaceful life is priceless. Without moving, just sense the feet, sense whatever the feet are touching, surfaces beneath your feet. And sense the seat that is holding you, beneath you, behind you. Sense the physical body, however it is right now. Begin to breathe more deeply. So as you breathe, feel the chest rise and fall. On your next inhale, you can reach the arms up and reach towards the sky as you breathe in. Nice release out through the fingertips. And as you exhale, you can bring the hands down to your legs or your lap. And when you're ready, open your eyes. So let's do a little bit of movement, and then we'll continue with our breathing, and we'll close with a meditation. So bring the right leg up towards you and hug the knee in and make some circles with the ankle. So we can create some ease in the physical body before we sit for the meditation and mindfulness part. Move the ankle in both circles, both directions. And then as you inhale, you're still holding the leg, but you can let the foot just hang with no effort in the leg. And then let the leg drop away from you. So that's all on one inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to squeeze in and activate the foot. Push out through the ball of the foot, spread the toes. And then just keep repeating that a few times. The inhale, the leg relaxes and drops away from you. You'll feel that the arms straighten more. And as you exhale, everything pulls in. You press out through the ball of the foot. Let's do 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. All the breathing in and out of the nose for now. Inhale. Exhale. Last one on this side. Inhale and exhale. Good. And now, just to create a little bit of strength in the leg and in your abdominal muscles, pull your tummy in, release the hands, and let the leg come down to the floor slowly. So your leg is nice and contracted through the thigh muscle. And then release all effort. Good. Let's do the other side. Spine is nice and long. Lift the left leg up, hug in. Nice circles with the ankle in both directions, helping the circulation in the body. And then that little flow with the leg moving away and bringing it back in again. So inhale, relax the leg, the arms straighten, the foot dangles. Exhale, pull in, spread the toes, push out through the foot. Again, inhale, and then exhale, squeeze in. We have 3 more. Inhale, exhale, pull in. Inhale, releasing about halfway till the arms are straight. Exhale. And then the last one, inhale and exhale. Good. So now keep the leg in towards you. Pull your tummy in. Push out through the ball of the foot. Firm the thigh muscle so that when you release your arms, the leg can release with control to the floor. Great. Good. And then lift up a little bit and away from your seat. So you've got a little bit of space behind you. So we can do some of those easy circles. So if you're sitting next to somebody, then the two of you will need to make sure that you're coordinating, that the circles go in the same direction. This is a lovely release for the lower back. Feel what you're doing. Connect again and again the mind and the body, so that we use this awareness we create during these classes to come with us outside the class. Awareness of how we live. Pause, whichever direction you're moving in, and change direction, opposite circles. Feel where it might be tight. Feel where it feels good because you're getting nice extension in the spine, or whatever little bits of tension that are there that you are moving and releasing some of that tension. Okay, good. Now, okay, let's not do that one. We'll do something else. Okay, so scoot yourself back into your chair. And on an inhale, lift the arms up, interlace the fingers, and as you exhale, press the palms up to the sky. And then let's do a little bit of movement here for the shoulders. So bring the knuckles down to the head. Take a nice inhale, draw the elbows back, lift the chin up, lift the chest up. And then as you exhale, keep the hands where they are, round the back in and squeeze the elbows towards each other. And then keep doing those tilts in the spine. So inhale, lift up, chin forward, elbows back, pelvis is tilting in one direction. And then as you exhale, the pelvis tilts in the opposite direction. Squeeze the elbows towards each other. Again, inhale, lift up, chin lifts, elbows back. As you exhale, bring the elbows forward, round the back, chin to chest. Last one. Inhale. So feel how much space and expansion there is in the front of the body, and then exhale and fold in. And then come up again. Reach the arms up towards the sky. Nice big inhale here. Release the fingertips and begin to turn to your right. So bring your left arm across your body. Bring the right hand anywhere behind you, or perhaps it's on the side of your seat, so that the shoulders stay in an even plane. Find your twist, and remember to keep the knees pointing straight forward, so the knees don't come with you in the twist. You want the twist to begin from the belly and the ribs. And then as you're twisting to the right, look out over your right shoulder. That's it. Good. Stay there for a few breaths, simply connecting mind and body. So every time the mind leaps somewhere else, anywhere than the present moment, that's perfectly normal. It's exactly what the computer brain does. The mindfulness begins when we first notice the activity of the mind, and we draw it back to the present moment. Present moment of the spine lengthening. Feeling the breathing. The breathing is not so deep in a twist. And then on your next inhale, make it a lovely active, deep inhale to lift up out of your twist. And then exhale to the other side. Finding your twist on this side. That's it. Feel that the feet are firmly planted. Feel that your spine is nice and long. And feel and sense the breathing, that even though we're in a twist and there's less space for the lungs to really expand, you're still consciously, actively, without forcing, feeling the breath move in and out, creating ease in the physical body in the hope that that will help bring peace in the rest of the body. Mental, emotional, spiritual body. Nice big inhale to untwist, to lift up out of your seat. Feel the ribs lifting. Good. And then exhale. Great. So taking a seat again with the spine nice and long and the shoulders back. Have your arms close enough to you that you don't feel that you're reaching forward through the shoulders, right? So you drag the elbows in a little bit towards you, spine nice and long. And then simply turn your head to the right as if somebody were calling you on the right and you were turning to look at them. And pause there, long spine, without forcing the neck, but just going to its natural rotation. And then bringing the head back to center and slowly turning it to the left, and feel that there may be tension down the right side of the neck. Spine is long, chin is lifted, breath is smooth and even. Coming back to center. Now drop your head towards the right shoulder. So the right ear and the right shoulder, that's what you're aiming to feel, the right ear dropping towards the right shoulder. Your nose still points straight forward. Now, not to pull on the head, but just to bring a little bit of extra weight to what the head is doing. Lift up your right hand and place it on the left side of your face. So kind of where the left temple, the left ear is. And don't pull, don't yank on that, but just let the natural weight of the arm create a beautiful neck release for you here. You'll feel it down the left side of the neck and into the left shoulder. And now bring deep and calming breath into the places that feel tight. Now, bring your left hand, turn the left palm out, and as far as you can, depending on what you're sitting on, draw the left shoulder back. So the left palm is facing forward, and you draw the left shoulder back, and then that will increase some of the extension all the way down the left side of the neck. If you have space behind you, to maybe lift the arm up and take it back behind you. This doesn't work for me because my chair is in the way. And you don't want to lift the shoulder too high because then you create tension in the shoulder, but you're just drawing that shoulder back. One more breath here. Bring the left hand to your lap or your leg. Now the other hand that's holding the head, just gently release the hand and use it on the side of the head so that you can gently push your head back up to neutral. So you're not using the neck muscles to come out. Great. And then release. So before we do the other side, sometimes or often you'll hear us say things like, breathe into the shoulder or breathe into wherever it feels tight. And so if that's sometimes confusing, of course we can only breathe into our lungs, right? But there have been scientific studies that show that as we're taking a deliberate breath, if we're also taking our focus and awareness to a part of the body that feels pain or discomfort, that nourishing breath somehow sends a signal to that part of the body to be more relaxed or to benefit from the breathing. So that's what we mean when we say breathe into the neck. So if, if the neck is tight. So let's do that on the other side, spine long. The spine must stay long throughout those neck releases. And then just begin to drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. And already you'll feel whatever there is. For most of us, there's a lot of tension down the right side of the neck and into the shoulder. And so begin to breathe into that space. Think of the space that has tension. And as you breathe deliberately, smooth, even breath through the nose, place your awareness on that part of the body. Pick up the left hand, pop it somewhere, fingers are somewhere around the temple on the right. And then just use the natural weight of the arm to increase the stretch without pulling. And again, breathe into the areas that feel tight. Same thing with the right hand. Turn the palm away from you and begin to draw. Think less of the hand moving back. Think more of the right shoulder drawing back, and the hand will follow wherever the shoulder goes. Feel how that changes what's happening in the right side of the neck, right? So breathe again into those spaces that feel tight. One more full breath here. And then release the right hand back to your lap or your legs. Use the other hand to gently cup the side of the face so that you can help the head lift up using minimal muscles in the neck. Good, and release. Last one for the head. Drop your chin, or for the neck rather, drop your chin towards your chest. And slowly, super slowly, move your chin across your chest until you're going towards the right shoulder, until the chin lifts up, like you're looking again out to the right. And then super slowly take that half circle across to the left side. Spine long, even as the head relaxes and you move the head to the left. Looking out over your left shoulder, and then bring the head back to neutral. Okay. One little side stretch here. Reach the right arm up and extend over to the left. Push down through your feet. Extend out through the fingertips. Breathing. On an inhale, lift up. Release that arm. Exhale. Other side, inhale, left arm up. Exhale, reach, push down through the feet so you stay grounded down through the left side, down through the left seat. Reach out through the fingertips and breathe. And then on an inhale, bring the arm up, and exhale, release. Okay, so take the feet just a little bit wider than where the hip bones are, and move the knees from side to side. And in fact, what you're doing is you're rotating in the hips. So the feet will come onto their sides, the knees will sway with you, and the movement really comes from the hips. So this is just a good way to get some circulation going, and also to release some of the tension that might be in the hips as we prepare to sit for a little while in stillness. Good. And then feet in line, ankles, knees, and hips in line with each other. Hug that right knee in towards you again. Tuck your chin in towards your leg for a release for the back. And then release that leg. Let's do the other side. Bring the left leg in. and release that leg. Okay, so I'd like to do as a mindfulness practice today. We've done this before in some of our classes in the past. We're going to be using the tapping of the thumb on each finger, each of the 4 fingers sequentially, starting with the index finger, to bring a mind to one point of mindfulness and focus. Remembering that the focus that we're creating through mindfulness, through these exercises, is what helps us create focus and awareness of what's happening in our external lives. And so here we're keeping focus on the fingers, and we're going to be tapping through a statement, which is peace begins with me. If you have a 4-word mantra that you like to use, or 4-word intention statement that you would like to use, that each word lands on a different finger, right? Then you can choose a different statement. I'm offering peace begins with me, like that, what each word lands on each finger, because as per the reading that I gave earlier, without that inner peace, it's the inner peace that expands outward and has an effect on the people around us, a positive effect on the people around us, and it's cumulative, and that can create the beginnings of an outer peace. Without the inner peace, we don't have that. So what we're doing with this drumming into the fingers is we are affirming that again and again and again in the subconscious mind. And so we'll use that as an exercise, and then we'll simply sit in silence. I'm going to let this meditation be a bit longer this morning. So if you feel like you need to move during the silence of the meditation, just remember that there's a difference between fidgeting and discomfort. So try as much as you can without being in any pain. Try as much as you can that once we go into the stillness of the meditation, try not to move again. That's where the magic happens, when the body is still and comfortable, and the mind can be in that place of aware, awake, and in fact, becoming even more vibrantly aware of what is happening and ever more peaceful. So it's that beautiful state of more and more peaceful and more aware of what is happening. So sit well, feel that you are supported well, the spine is long, the shoulders are back. Take your hands, I would place one hand on each leg, the palms are placed upwards, facing upwards. You can do this for as long as you need to with your eyes open, but really the sense of touch is amplified more when the eyes are closed. So once you know what we're doing and you're comfortable with what's happening, then simply close your eyes. We'll take 3 cleansing breaths to begin with. Nothing happens yet with the hands. So a nice big inhale through the nose. Hold the breath. Another little sip of air. Open the mouth and exhale. And an audible whisper sigh. 2 more. In through the nose, expand, belly, ribs, chest. Hold the breath with ease. Open the mouth when you're ready. Exhale. Last one in your own time. Maybe a longer breath, but maybe a shorter breath. Take your own time to breathe in slowly, to take a hold that makes sense for you. And when you're ready, that slow exhale out, there's no rush. At the end of the exhale, you can move your jaws from side to side and soften the tongue. And then let the teeth be apart and let the lips be just gently touching. And feel your hands, feel the palms of the hands, any sensations that there may be in just knowing where your hands are. Feel the palms, perhaps temperature. Perhaps there's air movement in the room that you're in. You might feel that brushing the surfaces of the hands, the fingers. Sense where your thumb is, your right thumb, your left thumb. Without moving anything, just sense. Sense where the index fingers are. Right index, left index. Sense on both hands, the middle finger, right side, left side. Sense the ring finger, right side, left side. Sense the little finger, right side, left side. Beginning to lightly tap the thumb sequentially across each finger, one at a time. So we'll begin together. And the words don't have to be out loud. They actually can be more powerful when they are just stated silently. So we'll begin together, and the thumb taps the first finger. Peace, next finger, begins, next finger, with, next finger, me. Begin again. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. On your own, continue with the rhythm that works for you. There's no controlling of the breathing. The breathing is just happening on its own. All your awareness and your senses are on the landing of the thumb, or both thumbs, on each finger. The landing of the word with each movement. The next time you complete a cycle, let go of that mantra, that statement, let go of the words, let go of the tapping, and simply sense the hands. Heightened awareness of the hands now and the fingertips through those movements. Sense how the body is breathing on its own without any effort. Let it breathe on its own. And sense the rise and fall of the breath, however you sense that. Notice each breath as it comes in and out. Look for the peace within. Sometimes it's easier to find than others, than other times, and that's normal. That's being a human being. But it's always there. So for the next little while, on your own, in silence, simply be in a state of peace. Tapping into your inner peace. Awareness of the peace in the breathing. And if you find that the mind drifts away a lot and become distracted with other thoughts that are not part of your meditation, perhaps you'll come back to just that little sentence again and use that repetition. Just the sentence, not the movement with the hands and the fingers. Maybe you keep repeating that statement as an anchor. Just sensing how your state of mind is at the moment, your general state of being. The eyes are still closed. If you're still repeating the mantra or the statement, peace begins with me, you can let go of that. Just noticing how you feel and sensing the inner peace. It's through this inner peace that we're able to understand that other people have the same aspirations as we do, and love and compassion become possible. Sensing the physical body, sensing whatever the feet are touching, the backs of the legs, the seat beneath you and behind you. Sense the body breathing and begin to bring a deeper breath in and out of the body. And feel how that begins to create some movement in the body. And adding to that movement, perhaps the eyes are still closed. You could inhale and reach your arms above your head and begin to move your legs a little bit, move your feet around, create some movement for the body. And as you exhale, you can release the arms. And bring your hands together at the heart center, the universal gesture for peace. And perhaps allowing your day ahead, your week ahead, to include an awareness of how we are shaping the future through our actions today. Mindful action, mindful peace. Nice big inhale. And open the mouth and exhale out. Namaste. Thank you for coming today. And I hope you have a peaceful and beautiful week ahead, because we can always find beauty and we can always find peace. The alternative is possible too, and we can choose. We can choose how to create more peace in our lives. So I'm here for a little while if anybody wants to add anything or has any questions. It's not necessary, it's fine for you to just stay where you are. We did a longer hold in the meditation today. So we did around, let me see, yeah, we were in stillness on your own for at least 5 or 6 minutes. And the meditation part before that, when I was still guiding the meditation, was several minutes as well. So I know it's a longer time, excuse me, to be in meditation and in that mindfulness state. And what I would say is that as you do these techniques more and more on your own, really getting to a point of 20 minutes of sitting in some form of mindfulness, of quiet contemplation with the eyes closed, that's really where we start to see expanded benefits. So we're inching towards spending longer time.
Thank you, Julie.
You're welcome. Thank you, Ellen. Bye, Anita. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye. Be safe, be smart, be kind. Thank you.